Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Calendar Girl. And this is an early review for a new documentary about Ruth Finley, who has basically been running the fashion calendar up until her death in 2018 for decades. And this documentary is from director Christian Brunn and is about the life of Ruth Finley and really captures the influence that she's had on the fashion industry. And the film starts off with Ruth and showing her appearances and interviewing a lot of different people, including Bill Cunningham, who I actually watched a documentary about recently as well. I believe that was 2019 that documentary came out, or might have been earlier this year. And what I really appreciate about this documentary, it has a specific style with the jazz music and how it's shot that really captures the sleek, stylish nature of New York City, which goes hand in hand with Ruth Finley's life and this influence on the fashion industry. And they show very, very famous designers like Tommy Hilfiger and different people in the fashion industry talking about how much of an influence she was, how much control she had, and how she went to bat for people and have been there their whole careers. The passion that these different people show is really impressive. And it's moving to see the amount of influence somebody has made on these different people. Now, a lot of the documentaries are pretty standard affair documentaries. They do a lot of interviews with Ruth Finley and then show her backstory, her life, and how she came to this place. And in general, the documentary is done in a pretty standard way. Nothing too particularly impressive in terms of how it's structured in terms of the narrative. But I feel like what makes it so interesting is it's such a deep look into this person who's made such an influence on so many people that, and the documentary even mentions somebody who doesn't know much about the fashion industry might not know who the hell's Ruth Finley. But the second you're in the business, you know who she is. And the influence of her calendar and its evolution and how she is the one that dictated when somebody would do their show during Fashion Week, the biggest time of the year for the whole entire fashion industry. She was an icon, and I feel like this documentary does a really great job of capturing that. And in general, it presents her life, and you get to look deep inside, like where she came from. And I guess in conclusion, I appreciate the passion and the style and the atmosphere that this documentary creates while telling a story of a very influential figure in a pretty by-the-numbers standard kind of way. This isn't an incredibly impressive documentary from like a technical standpoint or how they tell the story, but the documentary lets its atmosphere and the person it's about really carry it through. And I learned a lot, and I'm really impressed by the life of Ruth Finley. And I think everyone should give Calendar Girl a try. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.